I'm going to make this very simple for you, Dan. Men should not play sports against women. I'm not going to get into all the bullshit that's going on out here in the world today. If anybody think that, I think they're stupid. I'm not, like I say, I support the gay community 100%. I support the transgender community 100%. But I do not, under any circumstances, under zero, think that men should play sports against women. And if anybody have a problem with that, they're going to have to get over it, because I'm not going to change. I just think it's wrong, period.
I think both of us understand that we have platforms, and, we both talked about, wanting to, more than anything, educate. And there are some things that
Charles Barkley just said something that many people in sports media have been reluctant to say publicly, and he delivered the message without hesitation. During Inside the NBA, Barkley made it clear that he agrees with Sophie Cunningham's stance that biological males should not compete in women's sports. True to his reputation, Barkley addressed the issue with his trademark bluntness, refusing to overcomplicate a topic he believes should be straightforward.
But I'm never going to think it's all right for men to play sports against women. And I don't even think that's controversial. That's the thing that's funny. Like some of this stuff make, like when you see these debates on television, like, yeah, men shouldn't play sports against women. I'm done. I don't want to hear you try to explain it to me. No, I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to argue with you. Men shouldn't play sports against women. I'm done. There's a lot of shit we can argue over. That ain't one.
Let's go back to where this entire controversy began. Sophie Cunningham gave an interview where she spoke directly about wanting to protect girls and women in sports. She explained that, in her view, athletic competition should remain separated according to biological sex. She wasn't attacking or insulting anyone, nor was she singling out a particular athlete. She was simply expressing her position on sports policy after being asked a straightforward question. That one response ended up triggering weeks of national discussion and media coverage. And when Charles Barkley later weighed in, that was the very statement he was responding to.
You don't see trans men going and saying, I want to play football. I want to play basketball. I want to be... Why there's no trans men going into men's spaces? Why is it trans women that's going into women's spaces? Show me the last time a trans man was on a podium in any sport. Show me the last time a trans man won in cycling, cross country, football, they played on the team, volleyball team, track and field, 4x100 meter relay on track and field, steeplechase, name it. Show me a trans man that have been competitive. Show me one. Show me one.
What Sophie has faced since that interview has gone far beyond a simple disagreement over her opinion. She's been met with boos whenever she steps onto the court in opposing arenas, while some venues have even displayed banners aimed directly at her. At the same time, the WNBA's response has appeared slow and hesitant, leaving many wondering why the league hasn't drawn a clear line. At a certain point, it stopped looking like ordinary fan criticism and started feeling more like a coordinated campaign to single out one player for expressing an opinion that many others may privately share.
Why the fuck are y'all booing Sophie Cunningham at every game now, man? This is what we doing to Sophie, trying to villainize this woman when all she did was, stand up?
The reaction in Portland told the whole story. Whenever Sophie got the ball, the arena erupted with boos, loud enough for the broadcast microphones to capture every moment. But Sophie didn't let it rattle her. She responded the way competitors often do, by making a play. Instead of arguing with the crowd or addressing the controversy in a press conference, she put the answer on the scoreboard, knocking down a shot and letting her performance speak for itself.
All of the crazies out there are now protesting her at WNBA games. So much so that a coach from another team pulled Sophie aside to have a few words with her and just let her know what she had thought about what Sophie said. Guys, Sophie Cunningham is probably the most popular athlete in the WNBA. If she goes bye-bye, there is no more WNBA. Additionally, have you ever seen Sophie Cunningham play ball before? What on earth makes y'all think that she cares about a bunch of crybabies complaining about an 80-20 issue? Literally, no one wants men in women's sports It is highly unpopular, and the only people that do want that are people who have likely never played sports before in their lives. So,
but the booing is only one part of the story. Banners have also appeared at games carrying messages clearly directed at Sophie over her ESPN comments. In some cases, tensions between fans on opposite sides of the controversy have reportedly become serious enough for arena security to step in. That level of hostility is unusual for a WNBA game, especially when the controversy began with something said away from the court. It shows just how far this situation has expanded beyond basketball and turned into a much larger cultural battle.
Super respectful. We were just holding our signs and cheering for both teams. And this lady, older lady, comes up to us, and she comes up to us, and at first I think she's gonna be nice, and then she asks like, "What are you guys doing?" Something like that. And then it was like, "Jesus loves everyone." That's what she told us, and I was like, "Oh, I know. Like, I'm religious. Like, I know. Like, I know."
Nice.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I hope Jesus can forgive you for what sin you've done," and like something like that. And then she told us that we were effing insane, and that we
And she's like, and she went like insane.
Yeah.
She's like, you better stop this
and stop pulling
shit.
this. Yeah.
And
For you guys
I
to
hope
come
God
here
can
and
save
pull
you.
this. Yeah.
She said, for you to come here and pull this shit.
Yeah.
She said the word. Yeah. Did she say effing insane or the fucking
No,
insane?
she said the word.
And nobody around you spoke up for you. No.
No.
I will say, Annalie, when I came over, you were in tears.
Yeah, I've never been yelled at like that. I mean, I've had people hate on me on the internet, but like, it doesn't really affect me as much because it's just people online.
Then came the incident that took this controversy to another level. Celeste Keaton, a co-owner of the Seattle Storm, confronted two teenage fans sitting courtside after noticing a sign thanking Sophie for standing up for girls in sports. The message itself wasn't threatening or aimed at attacking another player. It was simply a show of support. Yet Keaton reportedly told the girls that their presence was unacceptable and suggested they needed to seek forgiveness. By the end of the night, one of the teenagers was reportedly in tears. Keaton was eventually fined and suspended by the league, but that action came only after several days of intense public backlash once the video circulated online. That was the environment surrounding Charles Barkley when he finally addressed the controversy on air. He wasn't simply discussing a sports policy issue in theory. He was responding to a situation that had already affected real people. Two young fans who went to a basketball game to support an athlete they admired and ended up leaving upset after being confronted by someone in a position of authority over a simple message of support.
Sophie Cunningham has said that males, biological males, do not belong in women's sport. That's it. That is the rational, sane, commonly shared stance. It's a safety issue. It's a fairness issue. It's not an anti-trans kids campaign, but this coach saying, oh, trans kids are well... This is what they do. The straw man argument. She is trying to say that Sophie is against trans kids and she's excluding them and this is evil. No! It's so dumb. It's so evil. It's so calculated. And this is how they silence people.
Barkley didn't just agree with Sophie Cunningham. He warned the league to be careful about punishing players for expressing their opinions. His comments sparked support from several major sports voices, while others strongly disagreed with Sophie's stance. Despite the backlash, Sophie continued insisting that everyone deserves respect while defending her views on competitive fairness. The controversy grew beyond basketball, with protests, opposing fans, and heated debates surrounding her every game. In the end, Barkley's message highlighted just how deeply divided the sports world has become over this issue.